You know what's really annoying? Sometimes when I'm trying to take these notes, it's hard when I have this on my arm. So I think I'm just going to take it off and take a little break before I continue doing what I was doing for work. Um, this is a wrist brace, and I have to wear this sometimes when I sleep, or sometimes when I have pain, because I have RSI, and RSI stands for repetitive stress injury. I incurred that when I was grinding for hours and hours and hours on end as a as a gamer, and not taking proper care of my body. So sometimes I have to wear this, and sometimes I have to wear this, and sometimes even one of these. So quite a bit of maintenance for something that I wouldn't have to do for the rest of my life if I took better care in the moment. If I took breaks and did my stretches and maybe got out of the house a little bit more. So that has been weighing on my mind a little bit. And the idea that I kind of wanted to talk about today is exactly that, the idea of making mistakes and learning. As a coach of the UCI esports Overwatch team, I double as a mentor and a role model and an educator. And something I try to enforce as often as possible and remind my players is to really take care of your body. Don't make the same mistakes that I did, even though I don't regret them. The reason I don't regret them, as odd as it is to say, is because it's shaped who I am. It's built my perspective on things. It's built my outlook on things. So I can pass that on to the people that I work with and that I care about. But, do as I say, not as I did. And is that the saying? And really do, take it to heart. These mistakes I've made, if I had to go back, although I wouldn't change them because it made me who I am, I would advise other people to take it more seriously. Do take those breaks and do the stretches. I've learned a lot from making these sort of mistakes, and at least at UCI Esports and any other healthy organization or program, I think you should value mistakes quite a bit. Know that learning is lifelong, and it's okay to sometimes make errors on the way. There'll be a lot of obstacles to your success, not just as a gamer to hit the next rank or to, make it on a certain team through tryouts or something. We'll all run into obstacles along the way, but it's the experiences and the takeaways that are the most important. There was a quote from my assistant coach, Mike, which he got from his tennis coach or swim coach. I'm not entirely sure at one point. And it's that don't worry about setbacks. Setbacks happen to everybody, but setbacks are a setup for a comeback. And that's it with him for a long time, and now it's sitting with me. I always tell my players after a hard loss, maybe in scrims or even an official match, that yes, losing is fine, because at the end of the day, we're still winners in that we can take away something from this, that we've grown from this. And at the end of the day, only one team can take first, and I would love to be first every time. But what makes getting first place all that much sweeter is all the other second places or third places or fourth places. I've had many of those as well along the way. It's just all that much sweeter when you know how hard you had to work for it. And those losses are just as valuable and arguably more valuable than the wins. So as I try to get back to work, take a few notes, right after my break, of course, maybe I'll get a little tea or a little coffee, take into account what you're learning from your everyday. And every day right now isn't looking too hot with everything happening out in the external world, but there's always something you can take away every little day that brings you that much closer to your goals. Don't beat yourself up too hard when things don't go your way. Do celebrate the accomplishments you have and look at your failures fondly, because at the end of the day, all that matters is you. How well you sit with yourself in your room at the desk, in pain or not. And I recommend not. Thanks for sitting down and talking to me, NASEF, or listening. You've always been a great listener. And hopefully we can have more conversations in the future. Have a good night.